Okay, hi everybody. I'm going to be doing a little bit about some makeup. I was asked some questions about makeup. So I hope you're having a great day today. It's May 21st, 2011. We're still alive. Yay! That whole thing was so crazy. But anyway, let's start with the foundation. I use Revlon Color Stay. Don't know if you can see that, but it's Revlon Color Stay. I find this to be the best foundation I have ever used. The stuff like becomes your skin. That's the only way I can put it. It like becomes your skin. It stays on all day. By the time I go to bed, it still looks pretty much exactly as when I put it on. I don't need powder. Once you get older, you really don't want to be using powder. Once you start getting any kind of fine lines and wrinkles, crepiness, powder can make you look really dry and cakey and old. So stay away from powder. The only time I use powder is it's by Maybelline again, another thing. I tried the expensive, but the Maybelline, it's in a blue compact. Greatest stuff. I just put a little bit on my cheeks before I put my blush on because I want the color to be true. And if you put blush directly on your skin, right on your foundation, it can look much darker than it really is. So I put a little powder on my cheek before I put my blush on. That way it's a more natural, true to color. Also, once you're older, once you start, or depending on your skin, whenever you're starting to show crepiness, wrinkles, or fine lines, stay completely, totally away from anything with shimmer or frost because it shows every line and crease on your skin. A lot of women think that by putting on frosted eyeshadow or shimmery blush, whatever, they think it's making them look a little bit lighter and brighter and, youthful. It doesn't. It does just the opposite. And to prove that to yourself, get your hand like this. Don't do it tight. Just gently close it like this. And right here on this area between the thumb and the finger, put right on this skin here, put some frosted shadow. And on this one, or shimmery, frosted or shimmery, that's how they call it. And on this one, put matte, one that has no shimmer or frost. Put matte eyeshadow right here. Then get your hands, put them under in the sun or under a light bulb, and you're going to die when you see how much the wrinkles show where the frosted or shimmery shadow is. It shows every little crease and line because of the way it reflects. So stay away from anything with shimmer or frost once you start showing stuff on your face, fine lines and things. Um, that's only for when you have really smooth, pretty, when you're youthful, let's face it. When you're really young, you can get away with anything, colors, you name it. That's the other thing, when you get older, I'd say out of your 30s, stay away from red lipsticks. I think red lipstick is very harsh and aging once you're older, and dark lipsticks, they make you look, um, they just age you. They look harsh. Stay away from them. A little trick to find the lipstick that is like for everyday wear or at work, or if you're just looking for something that's just, doesn't really match anything, it just kind of makes your face look good. Pull out your lower lip. I know it sounds silly. Pull out your lower lip, look at the inside of your skin tone in there, and match your lipstick to that. Like the lipstick I have on right now matches the inside of my lip. It's like for every day when I'm just at home or, whatever. You just want a natural, more neutral look. And it matches perfectly to your skin because that is the color of your lip. So try to match one exactly to it. And make sure if you're older and you're starting to have a lot of little lines on your, or whatever, not necessarily older. Some women just automatically get a lot of lines on their lip. Stay away from any frosted and shimmery lipstick. It really reflects and shows them. Stay with a cream base, a kind of a matte cream. Well, not necessarily matte, but you know what I mean. No frost or shimmer. And then if you want some like a light shine to your lips, for one thing, stay away from lip gloss. God, there is nothing I hate worse than seeing any age, to be honest with you. When I see somebody with that lip gloss, shiny lip gloss, it looks like they're drooling. It looks like when you look at a baby and they got drool all over their lips. That's what it makes me think of. I can't stand that look. What I do is I put on my lipstick, whatever color I'm going to use, and I put it on pretty heavy, and then I leave it on for about a minute so that it kind of absorbs into my lip. And then I get a piece of cloth, like I told you in my first video, anti-aging video, where you cut up pieces of a sheet, regular bed sheet, cut up little squares, and you use that to blot your lips with so that you don't get any tissue or anything stuck on your lips. You blot it until you have nothing left but a little bit of the color. Then I use this stuff. It's called Rosebud Salve. Don't know if you can see that, but it's called Rosebud Salve. I get it at Walgreens. That's what it looks like. and it smells really good. It's kind of a light rose scent. And so then after you blotted your lips, put a little bit of that on, and this stuff is great. It leaves just a slight sheen on your lips to where they just look moist and healthy. They don't have that, when you look at somebody and they've got that gloss on and they're in the light or the sun and bam, there's these lips just shining. Well, I hate that look. So this stuff is great. I'll tell you, I use this all the time. I put it on before I go to bed. Leaves my lips feeling really nice and moist. So you might try this stuff. Also, when it comes to powder, don't use any on your neck. I was asked about that. Never use powder on your neck, especially as you get older, because that can give you a very dry look under there, and especially if you already have crepiness or some wrinkles, that can make you look really bad. I never use powder on my neck. In fact, I don't use it all over my whole face. Like I said earlier, um, I just put a little bit on my face here, or on my cheeks, to get the natural look of the blush. Other than that, I don't use powder. And never use it under your eyes once you have any kind of crepiness or wrinkles. Do not put powder under your eyes, because that really shows it badly. I never put it in my eyes. Just get a good concealer that you just need a little bit of and leave it. Just let it go. Um, Also, when it comes to mascara, I have to use waterproof, because I wear contact lenses, and I found that nothing else works but waterproof. I've been using waterproof for years and years and years. Right now I use one by CoverGirl. I don't have the name, I should have gotten it, but it's in an orange tube. That stuff is the greatest stuff ever. I put it on, never flakes throughout the day, and by the end of the day it's pretty much the same. And a little trick to avoid that little, that raccoon eye you can get under there with mascara. When you put your mascara on your lower lids, get your fingertips and go up after you put it on, your first coat, and you just gently, like right at the tip of your lashes where that mascara is, pluck it off. Just pluck off that mascara. You'll get a little on your fingers, big deal, you wipe it off. But each coat you put on, however many coats you put, go on and just right at the tip pull off that excess mascara that has that flows out. And by doing that, when you look down, which is what causes the raccoon ring, by doing that, your lash can't touch your lower part of your eye here, and you don't get the raccoon ring. I've done it for years. I don't have raccoon rings under there, so that's a little trick that really works. Also, if you want a little sparkle, say you're older and you do want a little sparkle, you're going to a party or a date, whatever, get something like a shimmery, not frosty, but a shimmery eyeliner. And just put, a little line on your eyes, above or below or both, just to give a little bit of sparkle. But you don't have that, no more of that shine sparkle on your eye area anymore of eyeshadows, because it really does show up a lot of your wrinkles and stuff. And stay away from it. But you can do that for just a little bit of sparkle. And also the same for your lips. Never put frosted or shimmery lipstick once you have lines that really show. It looks terrible. It really shows them even more. But if you want a little sparkle on your lips, what you do is you get like a gold, get a gold lipstick. It's really gold looking. And you just put a dab, like a little dab right here, and it makes your lips look kind of pouty and pretty without having the whole frosted look on your mouth. It really looks pretty. So you might want to try that. Also make sure your foundation, you absolutely must make this, get this to where it matches your skin as close as possible, and always put it down your face or down your neck, because if you just do your face, there is nothing worse than seeing a woman who has her foundation, her blush, her eyeshadow, her lipstick, and then her face is bare and it's a whole different color. It just looks terrible. So you put it on, not a lot, just a little, after you put it on, just put a little bit and just kind of blend it all the way down like this. Just blend it down to where it just disappears into your skin. And that way when someone looks at you, they're seeing the face here and the whole area kind of blends in. You don't want that look of everything done here and then this natural skin tone. It looks ridiculous. I don't care how close you get it to match. I don't care if you get it to match exactly. It still looks different than skin that does, if you have foundation, it still looks different than bare skin. So always make sure you go down so it looks very natural. If you have a problem with lipstick bleeding into your lips, if you have wrinkles, I don't have that yet. I have no bleeding from lipstick. But if you do, buy a lip liner that matches your lip color exactly, as close as you can. Do not buy lip liners to match lipsticks, because there's nothing worse than seeing lipstick wear off and then you see a red or a pink or whatever line. It's just absurd looking. When I see that on a woman, I just want to scream and tell her, stop that. But get a lip liner that is as close as possible to your lip color. That way when you line your lip, whatever lipstick you're using, if it wears off a little, you're not going to see this prominent line that you drew with something that matches the lipstick instead of your lip. Then you only need one. You're not buying a whole bunch of different colors. That's what I do sometimes. Like if I'm going to be out and I know it's a really hot day and you know how your makeup can be a little more melty that day, I will put the lip liner on, and even when my lipstick wears off, like I go shopping or whatever, and you're not really putting stuff on, and I'll see myself in the mirror. My lipstick may be gone, but there's no line. But it works great, so you might want to try that. Also, let me think here. I'm trying to think of things I was asked. Should have written them down. Oh, let me think. Oh yeah, concerning my facial hair. I'm lucky. I haven't had a problem with facial hair, a lot of facial hair. I've been really lucky, knock on wood. But what hair I do have, since I am dark haired, I do bleach it. I tried the removal methods and they're too irritating, too much trouble. So I just get a facial bleach and I bleach my hair all the way. I follow my hairline. I don't try to make a new hairline because that looks ridiculous. I follow my hairline and just all the hair on the inside, and down my neck I do it as well. I put the bleach stuff on, and I only have to do it like once every couple months, if that, because my hair is so fine. So, and also, like, when you get that little like sideburn look here, I just bleach all this and it just blends in. It looks really natural for me. So you might want to try that if you don't want to go to all those other removal methods. I imagine if you have a whole lot, then yeah, you might have to do something professional about it. But if you just have the average amount, I just bleach it. I've done that for years and years and years and years. So works good for me. Um, Also, your eyebrows. Make sure your eyebrows are not too thin, not too thick. If they're too thick, it looks masculine, it looks silly. If they're too thin, it makes your eyes look funny. Um, and always try to match your eyebrows as much as there's this new, I don't know if it's a trend or what, but I'll see a woman who has hair like my color, and then I'll see her with brown eyebrows, and to me it looks absolutely ridiculous. You should have your eyebrows matching your hair color as close as possible. It just looks silly when I see that. And I see it on some people on TV, and I can't understand that. It's just like, what is that? So anyway, try to get your eyebrows to match your hair color as much as possible, and have them a nice width so that they look natural and pretty. Not, I hate it when I see too bushy of an eyeshadow as well. It looks ridiculous. I just can't stand it. So kind of do a nice medium there. I can't think of anything else right now. But try to make your makeup as natural and pretty as possible. When you're young, you can get away with anything. But even then, try to, make sure you don't have too bright of orange or pink or, colors that make you look clownish can really, really make you look bad. Always use subtle hints of color if you want color. If you're younger and you want eyeshadow, use a subtle hint. Don't have this bright green or bright blue or orange or purple or whatever. It looks silly. Always try to keep it a little more natural. So anyway, that's all I can think of right now. So you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.